there are few people who not only dream about success but work for it, and such are the people who achieve the results. Today we have with us CA Varsha Panjwani, who has achieved the All India Rank 7. Warm welcome to you, CA Varsha, and I am proud to welcome you on behalf of VSmart Academy, and hearty congratulations for your massive success.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It really means a lot.
Yes. How are you feeling? Like, have you digested this feeling yet, or it's still digesting?
No. I've digested. It's like finally what I was aspiring for since years.
Okay.
So it's a great
You are
feeling
trying for a
to
rank?
finally. I was hoping for one, obviously.
Right.
So, no, I was expecting a rank, definitely.
Okay. So I would like to highlight a point here that she is not only a rank holder in CA but also a rank holder, company secretary. So how does it feel like to have both the things balanced out?
When I got a rank in CS Professional, that was AIR 1. So that was an altogether different feeling, and the expectations for CA final were like on cloud 9. Definitely CA is harder than CS. No offense to anyone, but it is. so so I'm happy that I'm under rank AIR 10. So I'm okay. I'm good with it.
You're good with it. No, but it's an
Yes.
amazing achievement that you have right there. And why did you take the decision to go for both the professions? So, like, was it by choice or it was just going with the flow?
um it was not that I was not that good at theory, so I started. Somebody told me that it's more of theory and you won't be able to do it that easily, but I tried. Let's give a try. So I did my CS executive, that went well, and then for CS professional I was more motivated to give it, that I'll do it any which ways. So I did it and it happened. So when I completed my CS, so that thing was like, thank God I did it. It
Now
definitely
I
adds
have
to my
best of
CV and my
both worlds.
knowledge too. Obviously, it was little bit difficult to manage both along with my articleship, but it all happened.
So let's come back to your rank in CA finals. So tell me उस exact moment पे क्या हुआ? Like how did it all go? आपका reaction क्या था इस चीज को? आपके parents का reaction क्या था? Just describe that day and that moment for us.
I was waiting for this result since 8 in the morning, and what happened? I registered. That registration SMSs came earlier.
Right.
That's the rank on the website. So I was not able to register via my phone. A friend of mine registered for me, and he sent me the message that I've got 567 marks. So I was not in a position to believe that text message that I really passed.
Until we see it, we don't believe it.
Because that text message was not something that was not the institute's website. It was just a text message with my name and marks on it. So I waited. I was anxious. I got my results, but I was not able to tell anyone because it was अगर ये मेरे number नहीं हुए तो. So then when the results were live on the website, I directly went to check my merit, that what rank I have got. I didn't see my marks. I just went over there. My family was surrounding me because my mother told my dad that her result has came. Although I was not, I wanted to tell it later when I see it myself. So everyone was sitting beside me, and then my dad clicked that submit button for me. And when it was done, it was literally a sigh of relief. It was like done.
Done. It's
Done
done.
for now.
But that is some confidence, huh? Like without checking whether you're passed or no, you directly go and check the merit. That is some confidence.
I got my marks in the message now. So I was like, let's
Okay.
check
ठीक है. So you did not receive any call or anything for your rank?
No. I think it's just for 3 rank. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Not for all.
No. They receive it. Okay, it might have got missed out. It does happen sometimes. Normally the call
Acha.
comes, yeah, from the council member.
Um, I didn't receive a call from the CS Institute even when I got rank first.
It happens. And what was your family reaction to this? Your mom, dad, were they happy? Like, how
No,
did they
definitely.
react? Did they cry? Did they hug you?
No, they were all happy. They hugged me, and they were more happier than me. They were more busier than me after my results have came.
Yeah,
They were
definitely.
attending more calls.
That's a very proud moment for them. Something that they live for and they work for.
Definitely.
Yes. And so, how has it been? Like, how these 2 days have been since your result? Like, how are you feeling?
I'm attending calls. I'm attending functions, and it's like I haven't got time for myself. I haven't partied yet.
No, now you've got lifelong memory of this. You have lifetime to party.
Yeah. I'm not regretting anything. I'm just enjoying the flow.
Yeah, definitely. You should go with the flow. And tell me, so how did you decide that you want to be a CA? Like, when and how did you come up with it that CA is what you're going to take up as your career?
I belong from a business family, so when I was in class 11th, I've seen accounts. I used to go to the shop and see what's happening, ledger, and all. So I thought this is something what's my field of interest.
Right.
I never wanted to go for science, although my teachers were like that I should opt for science, but I was not that person who could learn, or I said I cannot do ratification of bio, so that's why I didn't went for it. So I joined commerce, and then it was pretty sure that in commerce we do have fields, but everybody said CA is hard, but I said let's give it a try. So, and that was something which was my field of interest.
Mhm.
I was good at accounts, I was good at maths. So I started, and then I never felt like quitting this journey or being frustrated from this journey. I was there. Uh, the journey was altogether good. I have never regretted of not attending colleges or something. The journey has been good. The articleship was good enough, and we get friends over here in this course. It's not like that we don't have college, we don't have friends. It
Definitely.
was a great journey.
Okay. And what about your articleship? How was it? Like, what exposure did you get? And did it help you in your exams as well?
I've done my articleship from a mid-sized firm in Bhopal itself,
Okay.
and we have all kinds of I had done all kinds of work from auditing to taxation, because in mid-sized firms there's no departmentalization,
Right.
so you do everything.
Right.
So, and definitely it helps out. It be it direct tax, be it indirect tax, be it law. So everything in exam, when even a single question comes which you have taken in your articleship where you were doing in your office, so you have more confidence in writing the paper.
Right.
Be especially in indirect taxation and direct taxation.
Mhm.
I had done a lot of work, so it really helped me out.
Definitely. So, Varsha, tell me, what is this one factor you think which helped you, to become a ranker? Like, not just clear the exams and become a CA, but also get a rank. Can you
I
just
think
go into a few things which really, really put you on the path of achieving a rank?
I'll suggest everyone that one needs to write to remember more. Not everything, but what's important. At least a single paper of each subject. That's very important, because
Right.
directly in the exam hall, if you get a question paper and you need to write full 3 hours, we are not prepared for that.
Right.
But beforehand, if we complete that, it's easier
Right.
than attempting 100% of the paper.
Right.
Because I think it's the checker's viewpoint that if someone has completed 100%, he is more lenient towards that person. And I've realized it over time. So attempting 100% of the paper, then the most important thing is to be self-motivated. And in this COVID, I think everyone needs, because
Everyone needed
we
it.
don't need any outside sources to get happiness. We have to
Right.
be happy with our own selves.
Right. Right.
So
And there was so much
I think
negativity around with the attempts getting postponed. Self motivation was very necessary.
very much important, very much
Right.
important. And I'll say uh, go for good classes, complete your classes on time.
Mhm. So, how
I have
important
done
do you think classes are in this field?
one can do it by own, but the thing is we don't have that much time. In 3 years time we have to do an articleship, we don't have full days to study. So doing a class in the morning,
Hmm.
I know we have to ultimately in the end 5 to 6 months we need to study on our own, but if we have done our classes beforehand, we have proper notes with our, we have a guidance how to study that subject. If we are doing self study, we'll take each and everything as the most important. But our teachers are more experienced. They have literally teach for more than 10 to 20 attempts. So they know more. They know how to deal with the subject, how to deal with the topic.
Yes. And
They
what
know how to
was
summarize it.
right, definitely. So what was your strategy, whether it was for the exam preparation or how to start studying, or even for the 1.5 day before the exam, what was the exact strategy that you used?
The 1.5 day strategy which I used was, first of all, I was very clear in my mind that I have to complete whole course, because I think the most important thing, we remember what we do in those 1.5 days apart from the practical subjects in theory. If we don't brush up the topics, it's not easier to remember in the exam hall, and especially for the last 7th and 8th paper. It's almost 15 days we are left, we have a gap from the subject. So
Yes.
the 1.5 day strategy I had, I was like, when I was studying, so I thought this point from here, this thing from here, so it's possible to complete it in 1.5 days. So we need to plan it beforehand.
Right.
I
And
cannot
so,
I cannot come during an
like you spoke about, we need to complete 100% of syllabus. But if actually covering 100% in 1.5 days is not possible, so what was the strategy you used so you can cover it in cover it in 1.5 day?
we know what is something I can do it fast, I can do it slow. So on the topics I was confident enough, I just gave a very fast reading, completing it. And we know, we are time bound. We know I have to complete this in 3 hours, we'll do it in 3 hours. We know how to complete it in 3 days, we do it in 3 days. Because I have given my CS professional and executive, they we don't get 1.5 days, it's just 0.5 days. There are daily exams.
Yes, so that helps
And
you.
that helps me out.
Right.
I need to complete, because I won't be able to remember if I don't do it.
Right.
So that fear itself is great enough to make you study.
Yeah, that is definitely there. Many students opt try to go for the 100%, but it's difficult. So I think the 5 months beforehand are very crucial for you to be able to complete it in 1.5 day. Like how good you are with the subject, how you know your chapters well, that really helps, right?
Definitely.
Yes. So, what was like, if I ask you, what was the most difficult phase you encountered in this full CA journey or your exam? Like, just one particular day it might be, or just a phase where you felt, why am I doing this, or should I just opt out, or something like that? Did you ever feel that way?
When all this was going on, postponements, my attempt was in May 2020. I was prepared for it. I had taken my leave in November, and I was going well with the flow. I had done my revisions twice, and I was okay with the subjects.
Right.
But when continuous postponements were coming, we were not able to focus that ways. We had articles pending, and this thing was not going well. Exams were not happening, and it was not easier to remember the whole lot. And when the final cancelment of May 20 came, it was like, yeah, this is not done for me.
Right. That
How can
was a
how
difficult
can I
phase.
easily
Right. Definitely. Understandable. Also, a saturation point comes where you don't want to study anymore.
doing the same thing that was not increasing the efficiency, it was lowering it down.
Right. So, how
Because
did you
we
manage
don't
to
have
get
a
out
day
of
to,
it?
whenever I felt like that, I took a day or 2 days break, and then back
Restart.
to studies.
Definitely. So, yeah, tell me more. Like now, I saw your mark sheet and you have a whooping 80 in IDT. That's amazing. First of all, बहुत बहुत अच्छा स्कोर है ये आपका. And आप V Smart students को क्या गाइडलाइन दे सकते हो कि how did you achieve the score of 80?
In IDT is the only subject I felt. I had a talk with Vishal sir too. IDT was the only subject I didn't have to look at anything, not even मतलब ऐसे ना कहीं भी बाहर मुझे देखना ही नहीं पड़ा. I was complete in my own books. For any other subject, I had to see few past papers, few RTPs, few MTPs. But in IDT, only attempts and nothing else. It was Vishal sir की जो books हैं, it had everything in it. I'm not saying that I don't know, I haven't studied from any other teacher IDT beforehand, but the way he teaches, the way sir summarizes the subject, and his books are like a comprehensive packet. for all other subjects, I had to make notes, but IDT was self-sufficient in itself. The book was okay with it. It was complete. And even covering the amendments portion, I think Vishal sir did it in 50 pages, but when he thought it's too much, he made it 19 pages, and that was really needed. I think in our attempt, almost 15 to 20 marks of paper came from amendments.
Right. So that
So it
helped
was
you.
like that. IDT means I cannot suggest a better teacher for IDT than Vishal, so definitely not.
Definitely. That's amazing. So what is your
These are not mere words. I genuinely mean it.
actually your
Yeah.
voice is breaking. I cannot hear you.
Is it fine now?
Yeah, it's fine. Can you repeat?
I'm saying these are not mere words. He literally taught so well. His lectures were so comprehensive. That means there was nothing like you will get bored. IDT was the most interesting subject to cover.
Right.
Obviously, I had a great interest to in indirect taxation. I have been working in indirect taxation, and he really teaches the way it helps you while you are pursuing your articleship and in real life world too.
Yes. And even if you are not a fan of GST, Vishal sir will make you a fan of GST. So it works in that way, because even I have been a student of Vishal sir, so I can vouch for the same.
No, definitely. The way he teaches, the way he summarizes things, it's all just fab. Means you don't have to think कि यार मुझे कहीं और से कुछ देखना तो नहीं पड़ेगा. You have that 100% confidence in his books.
No, that's completely true. That's completely true. So future plans. What are your future plans? What do you plan to do now?
I'll go for a job. Definitely, I'm not going for practice. I'm going for a job, and then my future plans are not. I earlier had thought that I'll do UPSC, but right now I don't want to study. So 2 or 3 years later on, if I find it, I'll definitely pursue UPSC. I'll start studying for it.
That's amazing. So all the best for your future. Like now, since you have these amazing merits behind you, I'm sure you'll land the best and best of the jobs out there.
Thanks so much. That really means.
So if you want to give some message to the students who have not cleared, what would that message be?
My message would be, it's not everyone clears in the first attempt. I know it's very hard, and there are many things which are not in our control too.
Right.
Somebody might face health issues while exams or something else. We are not in that perfect state of mind which we need for exams. So I feel if it's not done this time, it does not mean it's the end. Next time maybe it might be your time. So I think it's already the results. Now start, grab books again and start it. And I know we have our teachers who will be there to support us in each phase. So start studying, and you cannot do anything bragging about it or thinking about it. You need to start again, and definitely you will do it in the next time.
Moving forward, if you have to give 3 tips which will help the students, to get good marks or to clear the exams, what those 3 top tips that you would like to give? You must do these kind of tips.
First of all, I'll say everyone give equal priority to all the subjects, whatever the subject might be, because each of them carries 100 marks. I've seen we give more priority to practical subjects and lesser to theory subjects, and we lose marks over there, especially in law and audit. So equal priority to all the subjects. Second, revisions are very much important. So continuous revisions are must. And my third point would be, don't try to be like, you cannot cover everything. Means try to cover everything, but I cannot cover everything, like from coaching material, then study material, and all the past papers. Do as much as you can. I know IDT study matter is good. I heard a lot about it, but I knew I won't be able to revise it in the last 1.5 days along with my coaching material. So I didn't touch it. But I knew that's not possible for me. So do what is possible. Don't like give 30 days to a single subject and then 5 to 6 days to another subject. Right. Prioritize things which will grab you marks, which will be
Right.
fetching you marks.
Like that's right, because many a time students try to cover many books and many authors, and that's where they mess up, because rather than that, if they focus on one book and keep revising the same again and again, they will get more hold on the subject that way. That's definitely true, whatever you have said.
Yes, ma'am.
So what else would you like to add? Is there anything you want to talk to the students? Like, there are people who are watching you who are going to get inspired and work in the direction you give them. So is there anything you want to tell them?
I'll say everyone, it's never late. Even it's not. I have amazing results in CA, CS in my 10th and 12th, but beforehand I was not that serious with my studies. So I think sincerity and seriousness is the most important key to get through these professional exams. And I'm not saying anyone to leave their social life or to study whole time. To study each day means 24/7. Me as a person, I have never sacrificed on anything. I haven't left social media, but I know what time to use and what time not. I haven't left social gatherings I used to go, but I know if I have to go somewhere, I'll be prepared beforehand. I'll study that much and then I'll go. So it's like we need to, as people say, we need to manage work. We need to have a work-life balance. So it's important to have a study life balance too.
Right.
So don't
Very well.
exaggerate on yourself. Don't pressurize yourself. Do as much as you can get. Means don't overdo on yourself. It's not easier to stay motivated all the round, all 6 months or all 7 months you're in leave. You need to motivate yourself. I used to study hard 6 days, and Sunday also I'll study from the morning, but evening I'll go from it. It was my way of studying. And Sunday evening I'll spend some time outside.
Right.
So that I have to stay motivated. I'll have to study again from Monday.
Right. That helps
give
you
yourself-
stay motivated. Right. You have to find your own way, basically, what works for you, what doesn't. But these are just a few pointers which they can keep in mind while planning their studies. I guess your audio's gone off.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So that's all, Varsha. It was nice talking with you. Some very good tips that you gave to our viewers. And again, congratulations on your success and all the best for your future.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Varsha.